Alright, welcome back to the farm, and today I have made a big decision for our farm. I have decided to purchase two new pieces of equipment. One is a harrows for cultivating, which I will be purchasing directly, and the second is a new tractor. This will be a little bit different from what we typically have on our farm. It is a New Holland crawler tractor powered by methane, which is going to be very exciting. So I am going to put out a request for a search with the dealership, and we're going to see how that turns up. But in the meantime, this greenhouse needs attending to. It does not have any water, so I'll get straight to that. I didn't even realize it had run out. I hope it hasn't been out of water for too long. But I think I'll just fast forward through this. So I'll see you at the end of that. Alright. I've loaded up the truck, I've refilled the greenhouse, and I'll be taking this stuff out to, I'm thinking either the restaurant or the farmer's market. So, close that up. And this should make a tidy little profit, which will help with paying for the tractor, which I just realized I need to put in the order request for that tractor. So I'm gonna request to find it used. Oh. Wait. There we go. Find used. Normal search. It's a little bit more expensive, but we're gonna do the extended search. Just for a greater chance of success. And then once we get this, we will order the cultivator as well. But in the meantime, let's deliver this. Let's deliver this stuff to. Where are we going to deliver it to? I think lettuce will pay the most, so we'll decide it based on that. You'd think that tomatoes would be higher paying, but. And ooh, that's a decent price. You know, It's a lower price, but let's go to the farmer's market for it, because we haven't gone there yet. So let's see, how do you get to the farmer's market? Oh, it's over by the field we worked last time. So that's a pretty direct route. All right. Go left. This place is beautiful in fall. I don't usually like fall very much in real life, but in video games it always looks so pretty. Because in real life they make things look pretty instead of dead and dying, which is how fall tends to look around here, I think. And of course, in video games, the shorter days and colder weather isn't really that bad to deal with. Stop here. Make a right. Alright, and from here we're going straight for a while. Not as heavy of a load as the last time we sold from the greenhouse, but that's fine. Whoa, going a little bit fast there. Let's take this shortcut. At least I think it's a shortcut. Come out here. And the farmer's market is just up ahead on our right. I actually haven't checked out the farmer's market on this map before. I've seen the farmer's market on Hoot and Pantai, and I've seen the farmer's market on Jilanka. Whoa. But not here. Am I right? Is this the sell point? No, this isn't the sell point. Where's the sell point for the farmer's market? Ah, it must be over there. No, I think that's a lime station. No, right here. There we go. $1,300, almost $1,400. Let's check out this farmer's market. There's tomatoes. Oh, I guess the tomatoes that we sold them are all they have to sell. Do they have the lettuce? I don't see any lettuce. Dang. That's pretty cool, though. What do they have out back here? Oh, for ring toss, I guess? Wait, can you actually... No. Is there any way you can do it with more force? No, I don't think so. Unless you toss it up, like now. That would be cool if you could throw it with more force in this game. But yeah, this is a cool little market. It's a lot smaller than the farmers markets around, well, there's one farmers market around where I live that's a similar size. But for the most part, ours are bigger. Alright, let's head back to the farm, and then I will await the results of the search. So I'm gonna fast forward until we're back at the farm, and then we'll see about skipping through time until we see if that tractor is available. Alright, we are back at the farm. So now we don't have much to do, but wait. So I'm not even gonna fast forward through it, I'm just gonna straight up skip in the video until we get to the end of that waiting period, and then I will get back to you with the results. Alright, it is a late Christmas miracle. The dealer has found our tractor. We're just going to sell up these goods from the greenhouse, and then we're gonna go buy it. We might have to take out a small loan to do it, which I recognize is a little bit counterproductive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. So we are gonna have to deal with a little bit of snow. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have time to clear the snow, but we're just gonna, we're just gonna send it. I'm gonna go grab the trailer. This is pretty awesome. A bit stuck. Come on. Snow in this game is just impossible. Come on. There we go. Tip side. Right. And I'll fast forward through the loading here. If I can get unstuck, that is. Alright, actually, I may just have to take out a loan to buy the tractor now, and then, sell the veggies when the snow melts, because this is just too much. So I'm gonna take out a loan. I know it's a lot, but I want to get this tractor. Then I'm going to skip to tomorrow. And the snow has melted. Hopefully. This episode has been a bit of a mess, but alright. It's the beginning of March. Let's load this trailer up. I'm gonna fast forward through this bit, but I'll see you on the other side of it. Alright, we have this trailer all loaded up. I'll be taking it to the farmer's market, and then on the way back from the farmer's market, I'll be picking up our tractor. So that's pretty exciting. And I'm just going to be putting this money from this straight back into paying off the debt. Because we don't want to have that debt extra. But man, that tractor is exciting, so I'm hoping we'll be able to use it for cultivating and plowing extra, and for seeding. It should be good for that. And because it's got those rubber tracks, it shouldn't damage the field too much, so it should be very good. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. This is a heavy load to pull with this truck. We have seven we have 7 pallets. Each is 400 kilos, so 7 times 400 is, I think, 2,100. So we have 2.1 tons in the back, not including the weight of the trailer. Pretty significant haulage. Alright, make a left here on our shortcut. Looks like it's starting to rain. Oh yeah, this is definitely, this is a lot for this truck. Nobody's coming. Alright. What an episode. What an absolute episode. Hang a left. Turn that signal off because it didn't automatically go off. Come in here. And we'll back her in. Probably could have gone around the back. I didn't really think about that. But this should be a boon to us. Alright. Open the flap. And fasten the tension belts. Huh, that's not as much as I was hoping for, but we'll be able to, oh man, that one's cheaper. Just a second. I'm gonna check something. Alright, we have exchanged the one we bought for a cheaper one that was on sale. So I'm going to... let's take a look at our finances. Repay $10,000. Close the flap, and then we're going to head to the dealership. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, this is a big episode because it's the first piece of new equipment we bought. Turn around here. Yeah, I'm just so excited. Probably gonna buy the cultivator too while we're at it. The harrow. It's not the nicest day out, but actually I should probably have my headlights on because it's raining. Not the nicest day out, but what can you do? The new equipment makes it a nice day. Just a nice day in and of itself for that. And I'm hoping, I think methane is cheaper than gas. Or not gas, diesel. Methane is cheaper than diesel, so it should be cheaper to operate. Which would be big for us, being a small farm. Across the bridge. Whoa, the river is just wreathed in fog. Across the railroad crossing. And here's It's our right turn coming up. Make another right. Oh, I'm excited. We're going to be seeing our new tractor. There it is. Look at it. Alright, let's put the ramps down. Awesome. Methane-powered beast. Back it in. Oh right, we were gonna pick up the cultivator. Whoa. Not the most successful navigation there. Alright. The cultivator should be really cheap. Yeah. Gonna go with black for it. Yeah, that's really cheap. And I think we're just gonna leave that hanging off the back of the trailer. Let's save before we get going, just in case. Oh man, what an exciting episode. Off we go. Not the, well, I'm not sure if this is up to highway code, but sometimes you got to, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna see if there's a contract for cultivating that we can take, a reasonable sized one, just so we can get some use out of this, but I might actually leave that for the next episode. Yeah, I think I'll leave that for the next episode, because today has been busy. I think with all this stuff I'm cutting out, this episode will end up being on the shorter side, but that's alright. Gas it up the hill. It's a little bit light because of the weight distribution. The weight distribution is not great. But, what can you do? Whoa. Yeah, it's actually more than a little bit light on, I think it's the rear axle because of how far tractor is behind the trailer's center of gravity, but man. New tractor, bringing a new tractor home to the farm. And a new piece of equipment too. So let's ramp. And let's get her off the trailer. Start the engine. Oh yeah, 0 turn. Let's deposit that cultivator. And park her in the barn. Oh right, the farm hall isn't in the barn. A lot of space in there. But I'm gonna park it over there, because that other side is where the farm hall usually goes. Alright, we're a 3-tractor farm now. How exciting is that? Man, what a tractor. Let's get a screenshot in there. Man. Alright. I think that about does it for this episode. I'm just gonna get this stuff cleaned up here, and then I'm gonna say we're done for the day, even though it's just the start of the month here. We're done for the day today, for certain. That's been quite the episode. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're all as excited about this new tractor as I am. Bye-bye.